Yo, what is good, Jets Nation? Welcome back to another episode of Monday Night Sports Talk. Jets, New York Jets draft buzz, free agency buzz, whatever you want to call it. We got a lot to get into today. We got Jack and Ali joining as usual. What's going on, fellas? What's up, Ali?
I'm doing good, Mario. How are you guys doing?
We're doing good. We got a lot to get into in today's episode. So, how are you guys doing, Jack?
Chilling, man. Having a nice little day. I think it's been a full week since I've been on live. I think the last time I was live was the show on Monday, so I'm ready to get to it. Let's do it.
Let's do it, man. We got a lot to get into. Shout out to everybody tuning in on Twitter or on YouTube. We are live on both. Right now, we got 10 people on Twitter with 23 people on YouTube. Welcome in, everybody. If you guys are new to the channel on YouTube, make sure you smash that subscribe button. And you guys, make sure you subscribe to Ali and Jack. That is down below in the description. In today's episode, we're going to get into a lot because there's some rumors speculating. I made a whole video about it this morning that apparently, according to Jeremy Fowler, that the Jets are considering drafting a quarterback and keeping Sam Darnold. So we're going to get into that. Also, we're going to talk about Zach Wilson's pro day, go over the free agencies or any other players that we should get, signed because we still have some cap space remaining. Is it a lock we're drafting a quarterback? Is it still possible that we trade down and build around Sam? There's a lot to get into. So shout out to everybody in the chat. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day. We got a long stream ahead of us. We're going to go for 2 hours. So sit back, relax, get some water in your system, hydrate, be outside on this beautiful windy day. But so first off, we're going to talk about Zach Wilson's pro day because that was last week on Thursday. And it was a pretty interesting one. So there's Zach Wilson chilling with us. So going into it, for those guys that saw, I made a whole video, and Ali did as well, talking about Zach Wilson's pro day and our reaction to it and what we really thought of it. And, going into pro days, what you get out of these pro days is not really, you can't overlook them. You can't just look at a pro day and see someone fling the ball down the field and you're like, all right, this guy's the best. Because any draft, top tier talent that's going into the pro day as a quarterback is going to thrive and they're going to show a lot. But Zach Wilson showed something that I did not really expect. I mean, let me rephrase that. I knew Zach Wilson has that really unique footwork, that crazy zip to his arm where he can throw the ball, and he has that, off balance throw to him where it's really rare, it's unique, it's Aaron Rodgers and Mahomes like. But what he did on that pro day definitely impressed me. And I went into it knowing like, okay, pro days are meant to just evaluate their quarterback. What can they do with their footwork? How can they change up the rhythm? Can they hit their intermediate throws? How can they do with a lot of NFL scouts looking at them? Because obviously there's a lot of pressure. And at the same time, you can't really look too much into pro days because they're wearing basketball shorts and they're throwing to open receivers with no defenses. So there's a lot that we can dive into the pro day. I know that a lot of people are seeing that crazy throw he made when he's rolling to his left and he threw it 50 yards to his right, and it was absolutely insane. And then people on Twitter are bringing up Sam Darnold's video when he did it in an actual game. And there's just so many people all over the place. But you guys know where I stand with this situation. I'm open to all scenarios, but I am definitely more in tune with Zach Wilson than I was previously because I've actually dove really deep into his tape. I'm understanding him more as a prospect, and he's shown me a lot. So, Ali, what are your initial thoughts on Zach Wilson, and what did you take from his pro day?
I mean, finally he was able to display it. I mean, I know I watched a lot of film on Zach Wilson when I wrote my draft profile on him, and this is my first time actually watching him like live. This was the first time I actually was not just looking at film. And obviously there's no pads on, there's no nothing on, so you got to put that in perspective. But he was hitting his throws, he was doing whatever he can. Obviously some of the receivers you can see we're dropping a lot of passes there, and that's what he's worked with his entire college career, bad wideouts. So especially for not having that many turnovers last year, it shows you how crazy it is, just to see how he did. But look, I think that entire day was craziness. It was full of craziness, especially with San Francisco trading up, the Dolphins doing a whole lot of stuff, and then the pro day. And it's pretty much everyone's pretty much saying that Zach Wilson will be the number 2 overall pick to the New York Jets. That's pretty much what everyone's saying, and they expect that to happen. And obviously, I would not be upset with it, but it's something to keep. You need to look at all the options because you don't know what's going on with Sam Darnold. You got to know what's going on. But overall, the pro day obviously was good. We all see great pro days from other prospects as well. He's not like it's a great a pro day. We just saw him display this arm strength, which we already knew. If anyone knew that, who've been watching film Wilson for months now, know that he has that arm strength and he can do that. So, we have Justin Fields tomorrow, and he probably could make that throw too. So, there's a lot to look into it, but I think Zach Wilson pretty much has impressed a lot of people right now, and he impressed me.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at his pro day highlights, he definitely had some flashy throws. Even Trevor Lawrence quote tweeted that, and he was impressed. And there's just a lot to get into when it comes to that. So, Jack, what was your initial thoughts on Zach Wilson's pro day? And just go from there.
Yeah, I mean, first of all, I'll say this. I'll say what I've said, for months now, that whoever the quarterback ends up being next year, I will be behind that person. I won't be rooting against Zach Wilson if Zach Wilson becomes our quarterback. I won't be rooting against Sam Darnold if he's our quarterback, Justin Fields, whatever it is. I'll be behind them. That being said, do I think Jet fans are falling into the trap that we always fall into? Yes, I think it's happening once again. I was very impressed by a lot of throws I saw from Zach Wilson, but I think, everybody was having similar reactions to all the pro days 3 years ago, especially Darnold's in the rain. So I don't look too far into a pro day. The reality is I think that Zach Wilson has the potential to be a really good quarterback. I do think that he's going to be more of a project though than people think. I think that competition isn't the biggest factor, but it certainly is a factor. You can't completely write it off. He was never getting pressured. And he just had, a lot of time in the pocket at BYU. I don't know how well that's going to translate to the league. Am I 100% sold on Zach Wilson? No. Do I know that 90% of the Jets fan base right now wants Zach Wilson to be the quarterback next year? Yes, and that's fine. I just think that, this is just typical Jets. Here we go. Now we're tired of our quarterback again, so now we're going to go and get a new one. And, the one argument that you could sell me on, because I try my best to really come at it from multiple angles. Obviously, financially speaking, Zach Wilson makes a lot of sense as well. Resetting the rookie contract. But another question that comes to mind is what if Sam's not going to be our starting quarterback next year, what's going to happen with him? It seems like his window for getting traded away for anything valuable, at least, is shrinking now by the day. So I don't know what's going to happen, man. It just makes me very nervous, potentially drafting another quarterback this year, just because I think we can do so much more with that pick. But we'll see, man. We'll see.
Yeah, man, we will see. It's going to be a lot of anxiety leading up until draft day because who knows what's going to happen. There's going to be reports going all over the place that guaranteed the Jets are going to draft this player. Oh, no, the Jets are fielding calls. Oh, no, the Jets are going to keep Sam and draft the quarterback. So there's going to be a lot of stuff going on. And I tweeted this out this morning. I said, I just can't wait for the draft to be over with so Jets fans can, at least I hope, rally behind who we draft or keep Sam and we can just be together because this is a time during a period where Jets Nation is divided. And it's because we are all entitled to our own opinions. Whenever the quarterback position's in question, that's when a fan base is going to become divided because a handful of people want this to happen, a handful of people want that to happen. And you guys know me, I'm very open to all scenarios. If Zach Wilson is the pick, I will be happy. If the Jets decide to build around Sam Darnold, I will be happy. And I'm not just saying that as a cop-out. I said this over and over again. I've done my research on both scenarios, and I see positives to both. And I feel like both of them could definitely be smart for the future, whether that's getting a rookie contract financially, building around him, or trading down from 2, building around Sam Darnold with a boatload of picks sounds really intriguing to me as well. So there is a lot of, scenarios that we can get into. And shout out to my guy Melvin in the chat. That's my guy from college. I don't know how you came across this, Mel, but shout out to Mel. Hope you're having a great day, bro. Sorry for your Syracuse Orange team to fall last night or 2 nights ago, whenever that was. But yeah, man. So there's a lot to get into when it comes to these quarterbacks. I want to talk about the report today about Zach Wilson. Well, it wasn't Zach Wilson. It was that the Jets have their minds open to every single scenario. And one of those scenarios includes the Jets drafting a quarterback and keeping Sam Darnold. So I made a whole video about that. This was something that I didn't really expect to happen. Does this report mean it's 100% going to happen? No. But this report is from somebody that is very reliable. He does not someone that spreads fake news. And this is something that's interesting because if Sam Darnold doesn't get a lot of interest around the league, and like Jack said, a lot of teams are shrinking their interest with Sam because the only teams that come to mind are the Carolina Panthers, the Denver Broncos. The 49ers apparently were interested in Sam. I saw a report, but they decided to move up to 3. They're out of the question. And apparently Sam Darnold's value is getting really lowered. If they're lucky, they'll get a second-round pick, but some people think it's going to be a 3rd or even a 4th. So, Ali, what are your thoughts on the report that the Jets are considering drafting a quarterback and keeping Sam Darnold?
I think that's a stupid move. That would be a really, really stupid locker room type move. You got to have that one quarterback. I think that would split that locker room and not make it. I know maybe Salah can pretty much change the culture in that and make it work. But I just think that's a very stupid thing to do, and I don't think they're going to do that. I think that's mostly all smoke that people are just putting out there right now. With the Jets, it always happens. The Jets are the story right now. It's a quarterback. It's New York. I mean, it's perfect scenario for these writers to put whatever they want out there. So, yeah, I think the Jets will find a trade partner if they are indeed trading Sam Darnold. I think it's going to be either the Panthers, Denver. I think Pittsburgh could be an option too. And I think that if they want to trade him, they're going to trade him. And it just doesn't make sense to have a rookie quarterback coming in and Sam Darnold just sitting on the bench looking at it like I was the first overall pick 3 years ago. Why am I here? So I think he'll be gone for sure. And I think this is just all smoke.
Yeah, like I said, there's going to be a lot of reports leading up until draft night. It's definitely all smoke because nobody knows what the hell is going to happen at all. And shout out to my guy Max for being in the chat. I think it's your first time tuning into a live stream. Shout out to my guy Max. I miss you, bro. Jack, so what's your thoughts? I know that you said weeks ago, I remember you saying, I really hope the Jets don't draft a quarterback with Sam Darnold on the roster. And this is the report that we get today, which is just that. Obviously, we know this is all rumors. This does not mean it's going to happen. But what are your initial thoughts on the report that the Jets might draft a quarterback with Sam Darnold still on the roster?
Yeah, no, I mean, I agree with everything Ali just said. I think it would be a stupid move. I think it would be worst case scenario, honestly. You want to have one guy in the building that, is solidified as the starting quarterback. You don't want it to really be a toss-up because, like Ali put it, it can divide a locker room and stuff like that. So I do not like the thought of that at all. I think that would just get absolutely nothing done because then what really is Sam Darnold's value as a backup quarterback? What's Sam Darnold's value? And then you use the second pick to bring in another quarterback. So you're just having these opportunities to get more capital that you're missing out on with that scenario. So that's no good.
Yeah, I agree. That's exactly what I said in my video today. I said, I don't think it would work for the locker room. Like, is Sam Darnold going to be the guy that's starting and then Zach Wilson sits behind him? But why would they do that? If they draft a quarterback at 2, then he's looked at as the future quarterback. But what is Sam Darnold's role? Are they just going to do it because they can't find a trade partner for Sam and then they'll trade him after the draft? I don't know. I definitely think this is all smoke. I don't think that they're going to end up doing this, but it's definitely something to consider because, like I said, this is possible if Joe Douglas and the coaching staff and the front office are sold on a quarterback and they want to draft one at 2, but they can't find a trade partner for Sam Darnold. It's very possible that this happens because just because Sam's on the roster and they wanted to move him, they're not going to just not draft a quarterback. So it's possible that this happens. I hope it doesn't. I hope that if they decide to move on from Sam Darnold, they could ship him off before the draft because I think that would be a disaster. But if they decide to keep Sam, then I hope that they trade down at the same time. So like I said, I don't want to read too much into this whole report because it's all smoke. There's going to be so many rumors and reports that's going to come out for the next couple of 3 to 4 weeks, and it's going to be insane. And we got Justin Fields' pro day tomorrow that a lot of people are going to, rave about as well. So that's really it for that. If you guys want me to break down more on this report, I made a video on it earlier in the day. So
I was going to say for that same report, just one quick thing.
Go for it.
If they do keep Sam Darnold, then that's a scenario. I can maybe see like a training camp type trade if one quarterback goes down somewhere in the NFL. Obviously, that's a risk. Obviously, that's a big risk that the team will be taking there. But if somehow they can't find a trade partner, which I think they will find in the next few weeks or on draft day, they somehow keep Sam Darnold. Maybe if a quarterback goes down anywhere in the league, they can get like maybe a second round, third round pick for next year and just trade him off then. That's a possibility too. So, I mean, it's best off that they just trade him off now, but those are the possibilities that people should be thinking about.
Yeah, I agree. I think the only way this happens, like I said, is if they want to draft a quarterback, but they can't find a trade partner for Sam. And it's like they have to draft a quarterback because that's what they did that too. But I don't know. If I'm Sam Darnold and I'm on the Jets and they drafted a quarterback and I'm still on the team, I'm like looking at him like Sam Darnold's camp, Sam Darnold's agent is going to be like, yo, if you don't believe in me, then get rid of me. Like you can't draft my replacement and keep me on the roster. So I think that would just not bode well. I just hope that doesn't come down to that because I really think it'll be a disaster. Some people commented on my video this morning saying like, yeah, they should do that. Let's see what Sam can do. And we'll bench Zach Wilson or Justin Fields, whoever we draft behind him for a year and see if Sam can really revive his career. And if he does well, that we can trade the guy we drafted or vice versa. If Sam plays like crap, then we put the rookie in, but then that ruins Sam's value even more. So it's a lot to get into. I really don't think they would do that. But like I said, the only way I can see it happening is if they just can't find a trade partner for Sam and they're sold on drafting a quarterback. So it's going to be interesting, man, to see what's going to happen leading up until the draft. And we got a lot to get into leading up until then. I just want to mention, if you guys want to check out a new video on Touchdown Kingdom, Jack and I created this video. It's our top 5 QBs in the 2021 NFL Draft. That is over on Touchdown Kingdom. The link is in the description down below if you guys are interested. My NFL Mock Draft 4.0 is coming out soon. We had to redo it because of all the trade scenarios. So the first one after the trade will be out on this channel in the next couple of weeks. So stay tuned for that as well. If you guys want to check me out, Touchdown Kingdom, that is down below in the description for all NFL content. Greatly appreciate that. So one thing I want to talk about, which is some NFL news that is pretty nuts, is the NFL is now having a 17-game season. So, Jack, what's your thoughts on the 17-game season? And I saw that we're going to be versing the Philadelphia Eagles. I think that's our Week 17 game, which I'm down for it to be anybody. But at the same time, some crazy history, which is depressing. The Jets are 0-11 against the Philadelphia Eagles in their career, so they have never beat the Eagles. So, what are your thoughts on the NFL having a 17-game season for the first time ever?
Yeah, I think it's fantastic. I don't see, I saw something that Alvin Kamara was upset on Twitter about it. Like, I don't see why. Like, it's just another game that means something, So that's fantastic. I think it's a great thing. Like I said, it gives us another meaningful game. It gives us, somebody goes down, they could, if they're back by that week, then, they stuff like that, So I think there's really not any negative aspects to it. I don't think. Definitely hyped about a 17-game season.
How about you, Ali?
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be interesting how they do it. I think the extra game is more football for us, especially with basketball, NHL, all MLB having like over like 60 games a year. Finally, at least the football has an extra game. So I mean. There's going to be an extra, I think, wild card spot too, right? Or something like that. So, I mean, better chance for the Jets to make a playoffs. So, we'll see.
Yeah, that is true. Better chance to make the playoffs. That's really all I care about. Let's get into that off season. But the record's going to be crazy. Like, we can't go 500. It's either you're over or under. 9-8 8 and 9, the records are going to be really weird. But guys, we got over 139 people chilling in the stream. If you guys did not smash that thumbs up button and you guys are enjoying today's stream, please make sure you do so. Greatly appreciate that. The goal of the stream is to get 100 likes. We are at 32 likes currently. So run up that thumbs up button if you guys are enjoying today's live stream. So next topic I want to talk about is the live chat. Anybody in the chat want to ask us any questions, feel free to do so. There's going to be some, more mock drafts on the channel we're going to get into. We could do a mock draft in this video, actually, because we're going until 6. So we got some time. But any of you guys want to ask us questions, feel free to do so. We can go.
I just released my first 7-round mock, which took forever. Yeah.
I'm gonna be back in 5 minutes, guys.
Go for it, man.
Go ahead. Yeah, I just released it today, and I got a pretty good feedback, honestly. I had ABT drop into a 23, and I really don't think he'll drop to 23. But if somehow he drops, you gotta take him there.
That's true.
And then for pick 34, I had Eric Stokes, cornerback.
So here's a good question from Dylan. What do you guys want to do with the second first-round pick? This is definitely going to be interesting. If I had to guess, I am assuming that Joe Douglas would trade this pick down, especially if he's staying pat at number 2. I'm not saying he's guaranteed going to do that, but don't write it off that the Jets don't trade down, because if we trade down from 23, we get an extra 3rd-round pick this year, or even an extra 2nd-round pick this year. Instead, we move down to like 27 or 28. Like, there's value there. And I feel like everybody on Joe Douglas's board is going to be gone at 23. Like, all the people that I wanted at this pick, Elijah Vera-Tucker, he's skyrocketing off draft boards. I don't think he's going to go to 23. J.C. Horn, he's getting really a lot of good press, so he looks like he's not going to 23. All the players that I want are just going, and we're not used to drafting in the 20s, man. We're used to being top 10. And obviously, this is the Seattle Seahawks pick, which is why we're drafting in this late in the draft. But we're not used to seeing who's going to fall. So, Ali, what do you think the Jets will do with their first-round pick that is number 23?
Yeah, you just named like the top guns for 23. That is on everyone's list, especially all Jet fans. But yeah, I mean, I was messing around with like the mock draft thing and like the simulator, and I think it's much better if we just trade down. It just makes more sense. Get more picks, surround your quarterback, get some defensive linemen guys, just develop a team. That's what he wants to do, and he wants to build the draft. So I think, honestly, I can see them like trading down like 2-3 times, honestly, throughout the draft. I mean, that's what Joe Douglas did. That's what he did last year. He kept dropping, and he still ended up with Denzel Mims somehow. So, I mean, he knows how to work the draft, and I think he's going to be all over the place on draft day. And that's when our offseason is going to be really wild, because obviously free agency wasn't wild, but during the draft, those 3 days are going to be nuts for us, and because he's just going to be trading down. And I think 23 is a really good prime spot for us to trade down.
Yeah, definitely look out for a trade down. We got our first dono of the day. Thank you so much, man. Do you see the Jets trading for Russell Wilson? No, I think that's over with. I think Russell Wilson will be a Seattle Seahawk. If he was going anywhere, I think it would have been Chicago. And they completely did not do that trade. They offered him a lot, but Chicago went with Andy Dalton instead, and the Seattle Seahawks do not want to move on from him. Let's see. Any other questions? Not a Wilson hater, just think he might be a one-year wonder that played on a significantly more talented team than anyone he played against. Yeah, that's the big knock on, Zach Wilson. His first season with BYU was nothing to remember. It was not overwhelmingly amazing. And then he blew it up last year. And when I mean blow it up, I mean 43 touchdowns to 3 picks is blowing it up. And all these flashy highlights, was that just a one-year wonder? But then you look at his tools and you see the arm strength, the ability to flick the wrist off any platform. So this is definitely a lot. There's some people that have their concerns. I'm sorry that BYU is a trash team as well. They have like 3 draftable players. Yeah, man. I mean, there's a lot of ways you could spin the whole Zach Wilson thing. And so, Ali, what are your thoughts on what should people be negative in terms of Zach Wilson? Like, what are the question marks that you think that people should definitely consider when it comes to Zach Wilson being a franchise quarterback?
Oh man, for me, I'm more of looking at the positives because there's so many negativity against Zach Wilson. Because on Twitter I only see honestly I only argue with people who just rig on him, man. And like it's crazy how much hate is against him. But you also gotta look at how is he off the field? Is he that leadership type guy? Because the Sam Darnold is a leader. We all know that Sam Darnold is a leader. And will he be able to take that locker room to the next level? Will he be that vocal leader of this team? That's what concerns me, his character, because we really haven't seen his character. He's very not vocal on social media. He turns his comments off on Instagram posts. We don't know what's going on in his head or what's going on anywhere. And, that's what I'm kind of stressed about, because I think Darnold did establish himself in the locker room. He did establish himself with the leader and pretty much taking control of that offense. And I just don't know if Zach Wilson can do the same. We just don't know yet. That's a concern for me because we have not seen that. We have not seen him on the field pumping up his teammates. We haven't seen him lead a full locker room. What if they lose badly one game? Is he gonna come back to the locker room and pump up his teammates for next game, or is he gonna just stay alone and be a baby about it? That's something that you guys have to look into, and that's the concerns. Obviously, he has the talents. Obviously some people will take the concern of the competition. I'm not weighing that too much into it, especially the competition part of it. But yeah, I mean, the part of the leadership part of it and like all this other stuff, that is he going to be able to stay that locker room and lead the locker room, and like Sam Darnold has. Even when we suck, I feel like Sam Darnold's pumping up his teammates and staying on track. So we'll see what happens, but those are the concerns for me. I don't really see many concerns about Wilson, but obviously there's a lot more than I've said. So,
yeah, I mean, you bring up a good point. I feel like that aspect to any sport is so underappreciated, especially at the quarterback position. Like, if you're a quarterback for an NFL team, you need to be a leader of men. You need to be able to galvanize everybody. You want people to play for you. And Sam Darnold proved that. You can knack on Sam Darnold's play on the field, but if you ask any of his teammates, they all wanted to play for him. They all said he's a natural leader. And Sam took the role of the New York City quarterback, and he did everything he needed to do. But that is definitely a question mark for Zach Wilson. And this is just something that we're assuming. We don't know. It's not like it's all assumptions. We don't know if Zach Wilson is going to be a great leader or a terrible leader. It's just a question mark because it's unknown, like Ali said. Some other things that come up with Zach Wilson is, he went up against lesser talent. He was not pressured a lot. So that's why a lot of people have their concerns with Zach Wilson. But a lot of those questions will be answered. And I understand why some people have their character concerns with Zach Wilson, but I don't think it's going to be too much of an issue. I feel like he's a guy that's going to be a tireless worker, whether I think his work ethic is there, but I definitely hope if the Jets take him that his leadership is going to be next level, because that's what Joe Douglas values in any position is the character and somebody that can be a leader on and off the field. So I like I said, it's an assumption. We don't know if he's going to be a good or bad leader, but hopefully if we draft him, he's going to be a great leader because that's what we need. Let's see. Any other questions?
I mean, Green Bean announced today in a video, he's like, insider report.
Oh, yeah.
That
I don't know where he's getting these inside info from.
That freaking Zach Wilson bought a house in freaking Jersey.
Yeah, I'm going on Green Bean's Monday night mock drafts next week. I'm going to have to be like, yo, Green Bean, where are these inside sources coming from, bro? I want to get some inside sources. Like, what's good? We got a dono from Isaiah. Thank you so much, bro. Appreciate it. Dono hype in the chat for Isaiah. Fields is a better fit for the Jets. According to Day and Deck, he can process reads, but there were plays that he was told this is the only read. So, Jack, you're more higher on Justin Fields than Zach Wilson, correct? When it comes to just either or?
Yeah, I guess you could say that.
So,
not really though. You're
just still up in the air.
Yeah, I mean, when it comes to drafting a new rookie quarterback, I think that besides Trevor Lawrence, a lot of these guys are very similar to one another and are going to need a little bit of time to adapt in the NFL. And I think Justin Fields falls into that category as well. I just think that, playing at Ohio State compared to playing at BYU, there's definitely something to be said for that, in my opinion. But yeah, I wouldn't really put one above the other as of right now.
Yeah, and that's something that people were talking about Justin Fields. Can he read the defense? Can he process things quickly? The defenses in college are definitely not going to be as complex as in the NFL. And that's a whole aspect to the game of the NFL that a quarterback needs to do. And that's something we saw Sam Darnold struggle with in his career. I feel like Sam was doing a pretty good job his rookie season. I'm not going to lie. But whenever Adam Gase got in the building, I'm not blaming it on Gase, but I always feel like whenever Gase came into the building, Sam was not there mentally. He was not confident, whatever. So that was Sam's problem. I feel like reading defenses and adjusting at the line of scrimmage. And that's something that Justin Fields, people say he's good at. Some people say he's not good at. And man, when I tell you that there's going to be so many reports about these draft prospects and what they're good and bad at, and nobody's going to know, and we'll just see. Go Giants. We got a New York Giants fan in the chat. Shout out to you. Appreciate you tuning in, man. 49er Media. Hope you'll somehow take Fields so we can get Wilson, LMAO. Yeah, 49ers traded up to 3, which is absolutely insane. So we'll see what the 49ers do. 49ers are going to take Mac Jones, bro.
Trey Lance.
Let's see. Anything in the chat? Jets Hub says, Rich, Jack, and Ali, with no evidence being presented with the Deshaun Watson allegations, are the Jets still in play on draft night? Rumors are Texans are in love with Zach Wilson. Hashtag smash the like. Thank you, Jets Hub, for smashing that like button. Appreciate it. Listen, I feel like, the Deshaun Watson allegations is going to be insane. I don't know if the Jets are going to be in on it anymore, to be honest. I think Joe Douglas wants to build this thing through the draft, and that's drafting his own quarterback if that's the case, or trading down and building around Sam. I feel like the Deshaun Watson allegations are not going to help out Joe Douglas going after him. What do you think, Ali? Do you think the Jets, are still in on Deshaun Watson?
I mean, they're going to probably fully in. I don't think so. But I mean, if they are, want that second overall pick, they better clear that Deshaun Watson allegation soon, because no team is going to trade for him if those allegations are still flying around and the NFL still investigating or whatever the case may be. But if they can somehow work it before the draft and they want Zach Wilson badly, you just straight up be like, you want the second overall pick, give me Deshaun Watson. It's just straight up. That's it. That's literally it. I literally just come up and be like, you want Zach Wilson? Deshaun Watson obviously doesn't want to be there. So you want to trade up? I'll give you my second pick. You take Zach Wilson and we get Deshaun Watson. That's a trade. And if that doesn't work out, fine. And, then you get Zach Wilson. You draft whatever quarterback you want. So I don't think the Jets are completely out. They're going to stick around and see what's going on in that situation. But I just don't see the situation calming down anytime soon. So, I think we're pretty much out.
Yeah, I agree. The Deshaun Watson to the Jets is very slowly moving away from my brain. I really don't expect it happening. Fins up. We got Logan in the chat supporting his Dolphins. Shout out to Logan for tuning in. Appreciate all my AFC East Roundtable fans tuning into a Jets Media live stream. The Fins made some moves. What are your guys' thoughts on that, Jack? What are your thoughts on the Dolphins trading down from 3 to 12 and then trading back to 6?
Yeah, I mean, that was, like Ali said earlier in the stream, that was just a crazy day, man, because we had the Wilson Pro Day and then we had all that stuff going on with the 49ers and the Dolphins. But yeah, the Dolphins are really looking to improve their team, and they're looking to become a championship contender within the next 3 or 4 years, it looks like. So yeah, it's scary as a Jets fan, but if I'm a Dolphins fan, I'm definitely hyped about that. Yeah,
it was smart.
I think it's a really good move for that organization.
Isaiah with another dono. Thank you so much, bro. I appreciate the support. It means a lot to me. Giving this great job of being objective. So many analysts have made a decision before the Jets are ready to. Keep up the great work. Isaiah, man, I appreciate the dono. It means a lot. Appreciate the support as always. Listen, man, I feel like the NFL media, ESPN media, NFL Network media, Jets media, whatever you want to call the people outside talking about, the New York Jets, they're all, getting their own takes. And listen, Jets fans are divided, and we have our own opinions on whether we should draft this player or that player, keep Sam, get rid of Sam. And you got to admit, the media outside of Jets fans are divided just like us. There's a handful of people that say, yo, Sam has the talent. You just got to build around him, coaches around him. Other people are like, yo, ship Sam away, get Zach Wilson. He's that good. Or get Justin Fields. He's that good. Like, that tells you how crazy this decision is going to be, because it's not just Jets fans that are divided. It's non-Jets fans that are just NFL analysis that are divided. It's just so insane, man. I'm just so over it. I want this to be – I just want to, know who my quarterback is already. V-Man, what's good? Don't forget, V-Man, because you are the man. Appreciate the dono, V-Man. At this point, Wall Street Wilson is set in stone. So V-Man thinks
He just disappeared.
All right, we lost Rich, but V-Man.
There he is.
There he is. What happened?
I accidentally backed out of the stream. My point. My bad, guys. I forgot what I was saying. Oh yeah, V-Man thinks that Zach Wilson's going to the Jets.
Yeah, V-Man is not alone. V-Man and everyone else.
Yeah, not everybody. I would say majority for sure, but there's definitely a lot of Sam believers out there.
Oh, I'm a believer in Sam, but I still think that Wilson is going to end up being a Jet.
Oh yeah, that's the momentum. It's picking up more and more. I'm curious to see what's going to happen, man. I don't know. Thinking about it right now, like draft night's going to be insane, man. I don't know if I'm ready for it, guys. I'm not ready for it.
It's going to be like
my man's talking about the rumor with Green Bean. I know where you got this. I know where you got this report from, V-Man. Green Bean reports. Green Bean. The source is Green Bean that Zach Wilson bought a house in New Jersey.
I don't believe that for a second.
I know. I gotta call Green Bean myself. Whenever I'm on his live stream next week, so I'm gonna
Green Bean. Green Bean, I love you, bro, but I don't know about that one.
I don't know. I don't know if I believe it either.
Green Bean is hyping up the Jets fans right now.
It's funny too because it's not Green Bean's not sold on Zach Wilson.
Yeah, so I was just gonna say
that's
that.
Why. That's why I feel like it might be a little true.
I just remembered that.
Oh man, it's interesting. It's interesting. All right. Anybody else? Oh, this is a good one from John. I think Sam and Wilson are very comparable from a talent perspective. It is smarter to trade down and fill needs. I agree, John. I feel like some people forget how great of a prospect Sam Darnold was coming out of USC. He had his turnover concerns, but he was the presumable first overall pick until the Browns took Baker Mayfield. And I, to this day, still believe that if Sam Darnold went number 1 to the Cleveland Browns, he will be looked at as their franchise quarterback because the talent that's around Baker Mayfield is ridiculous. Sam has not had anything close to that. So, John, I totally understand where you're coming from. And for those guys that know me and follow me on Twitter, if they do trade down and build around Sam Darnold, I'm rallying behind him. I'm not one of those people that's going to be thinking it's the end of the world. I'm totally okay with this scenario. But if they decide to move on from Sam Darnold and draft a quarterback, I'm okay with that as well. Let's see. Any other questions in the chat? Shoot them our way. Because we got the NFL draft that's coming up. And also, guys, this week is a special week for Jack and I. It is our birthdays.
Yeah.
We share back-to-back birthdays because we're beasts.
That's right.
My birthday is on April 1st, Thursday. Jack is April 2nd, Friday. So I don't know if I'll be live, but appreciate it, Jack. Hope you have a fantastic birthday.
Yes.
I don't know. It just came to my head.
We will we'll be with each other. Probably on Thursday night. We always hang out the night of Richie's birthday, and then at my birthday starts at midnight. So,
facts. We got the Mets opening night on my birthday. Some Jacob deGrom, and we also got Mitchell Robinson going to be rehabbing his fractured foot on because we both share a birthday. Oh man, I don't want to get into that. It's depressing.
Oh, Mitchell Robinson. That's right. He's you guys are the same exact age, right?
Yeah, April 1st, 1998.
Wow.
Me and Mitchell Robinson, we're brothers. We're twins.
That is insane to think about.
I know. It's not even just like the same birthday; it's the same exact year. Like it's insane. Oh,
Just
my God.
like luck of the draw, man. Like you could have been like 7 foot.
I wish.
That's crazy.
Oh man. All right, guys, we're gonna open this up to a full Jets Q&A. Make sure you ask us any question. We got another typical comment. Imagine being a Jets fan. Guess what, Carlos? Don't need to imagine it because I am one. Appreciate the love. I never understand that. Like saying, imagine being a what fan. I am one.
Yeah, I'm living it.
I don't need to imagine that.
He also said imagine being a Nets fan. So
True. I can't imagine that because I'm not
But
one.
imagine not being a Jets fan and watching a Jets live stream.
on a Monday, like go work, bro.
We got a donut from Jason. Appreciate that. How far down would you be willing to trade from 2 to 8? And what positions would you be looking to fill? So, Jack, if the Jets decide to move on from the second overall pick and they want to move down, how far are you willing to go and what position would you target?
I think he answered it. I think 8 is the perfect spot. I think that's kind of the team that we're looking at now after the 49ers made their crazy trade with the Dolphins. Because the Panthers are it's no secret that they think they're like a quarterback away from really being an electric team. And we know that everybody's super high on Zach Wilson now. So if the Panthers can put together a crazy package like the Niners did for the Dolphins pick, I do think that there's still a chance that Joe Douglas does that. So I think 8 would be the perfect spot. And I don't know, man. We keep saying Kyle Pitts. That would be fantastic at 8. Maybe if we were to trade back, I don't know how everybody would feel about this going that early, but I would definitely love to grab, like, we could get one of the best cornerbacks in the draft that we didn't think was a possibility at first, and obviously that's still a huge hole for us, probably our worst hole right now besides guard. So yeah, I wouldn't be upset if we went really high on a cornerback. I think that would be great. Still really want to go lineman at 23.
Not looking good for Elijah Vera Tucker, man. I see some mock drafts where he's going top 10 now, even top 15.
Well, maybe we'll have to scoop him then.
Yeah, at 8.
Who knows? I mean, as of right now, I think that the more likely scenario, just based off of the fact that the 49ers traded with the Dolphins and not us, I think that, that's kind of flashing all lights towards drafting Wilson at 2. I really do. Like I said earlier, I don't know if that's the best move for the Jets. But that's what I think is gonna end up happening.
I agree, man. We'll see if that happens, but who knows? V-Man, my issues is if Sam flops, the 22 quarterback class is weak. Yeah, V-Man, you bring up a good point. If the Jets decide to if the Jets decide to keep Sam Darnold next year, say he doesn't play well, the quarterback class is indeed weak in 2022. So, Joe Douglas is, on thin ice. If he decides to keep Sam and Sam plays crappy. That's the reality of it. I don't think we're ever going to get the second overall pick again. At least I hope, because that means we're never going to be this bad again. But you bring up a good point, V-Man. It's going to be a tough decision. Luckily, I'm not the one making this decision because, wow, what a scary decision that's going to be. But I got confidence in him, I think. Right, guys? Let's just say we do.
But what if – all right, and hear me out. Just to bug everybody a little bit.
Go for it.
What if we trade back, get a haul like Miami got? Deshaun Watson doesn't play football this year. He holds out. He doesn't play any football for any team because the Texans refuse to.
I think that's very possible, to be honest.
Yeah, you can't write it out,
especially with the allegations.
And then next year with all that ammo we have, because now people are saying the 22 quarterback class is weak, and you know, I don't know anything about next year's quarterback class at
Yeah,
all.
it's weak.
So what if that happens? I'm just, just putting that out there, because
Yeah.
that would be nuts.
Yeah, man. I just
And
hope.
Sam Darnold has a decent year this year, a good year, so then we get some value for Sam. We're like, okay, thanks, Sam. Bye, Sam. Bring in Deshaun Watson. Come on,
Yeah.
come on, come on.
It scares me because especially with the Miami Dolphins getting all that draft capital is just making me think like, uh-oh, Deshaun looks like he's going to Miami eventually, if I had to guess. But we'll see. We'll see. All right. Any other things? We got a Raiders fan roasting us in the chat. I think he's upset that we blew the Raiders out 2 years ago. And then you guys beat us at the last second this year. Congratulations. 49er media. I like your name, bro. 49ers media. It has a good ring to it. Should have traded number 2 to us, which is pretty interesting because the Jets did not have any discussions with the 49ers with the second pick. Pretty interesting. I feel like if the Jets were interested in trading that pick, they would have definitely, been on the phone. So that might tell you what we're leaning towards in that second overall pick.
Yeah, definitely. That's how I'm feeling.
Maxwell says we still have a lot of draft picks next year to trade for a quarterback if Sam doesn't pan out. Yes, we do. We do indeed. It just worries me because there's not that, crazy draft class like this year. And there's not a lot of, good quarterback drafts every single year. You know what I mean? Any other things in the chat you guys want to talk about?
I mean, just touching on that, that's, if Sam doesn't pan out, it's not like we can never reevaluate the quarterback position again next year. I know that's very painful for everybody, but I really do think, and I could be wrong, man, and I have no problem eating my words if I'm wrong, but I do think that Trevor Lawrence is still in a league of his own, and that, guys like Wilson, Fields, Trey Lance, Mac Jones, I think they're going to take a little more time to adjust. But hey, you never know. Like everybody, there were tons of people that were not high on Justin Herbert at all, and then he had a crazy rookie season,
exactly,
where he broke rookie passing records. So you never know, man. But that's just how I'm feeling right now. So it wouldn't be. I just think that if it's still possible. Because like we were just talking about, now it seems like Joe Douglas has his eyes locked on Wilson with what the 49ers did. But if it's still possible for us to trade back, then it really wouldn't be the end of the world. We still have a lot of ammo going forward to get a quarterback.
Prestige Shogun asks, hey, Richie, if we draft Zach Wilson, would you, Jack, and Ali all be fine with it? So, Jack says yes, Ali says yes, and I say yes as well. I just feel like, if the Jets decide to draft their rookie quarterback and they did their intense work on him on and off the field, I trust Joe Douglas enough where if he did that much homework and research and the entire scouting department for the New York Jets really feel like Zach Wilson is the guy, I'll be fine with it. Like I said, I'm going to rally behind whoever it is at quarterback, whether it is Zach Wilson, Fields, or Sam Darnold. I feel like those 3 guys I'm okay with. Yeah. For sure. We got another donation from Isaiah. Thank you so much, man. You're very generous tonight. I appreciate that for sure. What do you think if Fields runs a 4.35 40 and throws a 75-yard bomb on the dime? Yeah, Isaiah.
Yes.
At the pro day, he could definitely do that. Justin Fields has a cannon, and I'm expecting him to light it up tomorrow. I definitely feel like Justin Fields is going to wow everybody, and it's going to be all over social media, just like Zach Wilson was, because I feel like both of those guys are extremely talented. And when you let them just play backyard football, and that's what the pro day is, you're just out there slinging the rock and showing what you got, show that talent that you just have where there's no pressure in your face and you can just flip your hips and do all these crazy things. So what would your reaction be, Jack, if this is what Justin Fields does tomorrow at his pro day?
Yeah, I mean, I think he is just such a dual threat, and I think he's going to be exciting to watch. I'll still stand by what I said a few moments ago. I think he's going to have some growing pains for sure. But I think that he is a fantastic prospect. And that would blow me away if I see him run a 4.35. That would absolutely blow me away. And I would love if the Jets had a quarterback like that. I think it would be so exciting and so good for the fan base, and just something fresh and something different. And I really think that he is he's going to be good. I think he's going to be good for sure.
Yeah, we didn't get to see Zach Wilson do any, 40-yard dashes, unfortunately. I'm really curious to see what he does because he had a tweak hammy, which is a little concerning. But Ali, what are your thoughts on if this is what Justin Fields does tomorrow?
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty much fine with Wilson or Fields. I'm pretty much fine with any quarterback these Robert Salah, LaFleur pick. That's what I think. It's no fan should be like, this is the guy you should go get. I mean, that's just stupid to say, especially with a new coaching staff coming in. Douglas not drafting Darnold. You should not put that tag on. They're gonna keep Sam Darnold or who they're gonna pick or whatever it is. They should get their own quarterback. They should get whatever guy they want to work with. What if they just don't want to work with Sam Darnold? What if that's the case and they just don't want to work with Darnold? What are you gonna say about that if he doesn't want to be here? I mean, if that report ever came out, people would be like, "Oh, okay, we're not done. We're done with him." All the Sam believers will be gone, pretty much. So, like, you just gotta let them pick whatever quarterback they want and just ride with it because it's a new coaching staff. They want their own guy. Douglas probably wants his own guy. Even if it's Sam Darnold, if Darnold is his guy, he will stick with Darnold. We all know that. But all the things that are leading to are showing that he wants to draft a quarterback and get his own guy. So, I mean, look, I'm fine with any scenario. Honestly, I will live with it. But I think I want more of a young quarterback, a rookie quarterback that's coming out, and just have they develop that quarterback for the next 5 to whatever years are going to be here to coaching this team. That's what we want, and that's how a successful franchise builds when a guy they want comes in. So obviously he's a good scheme fit. Obviously Fields is also a good. I feel like he could be a really good scheme fit too. So they're gonna have a tough decision. I 100% think Joe Douglas, Robert Salah, and LaFleur should be at Ohio State to watch Fields tomorrow. 100%. I feel like that's gonna happen. So they're gonna look at all the options on the table. But Jet fans, please, like, listen. You need to look at all the options, man. You can't just be like, oh, this is Sam Darnold's team. This is Zach Wilson's team. You got to look at all the options right here. So that's all I got to say.
Yeah, for sure. All the people that were open-minded going to Zach Wilson's pro day and seeing if he's going to be the Jets quarterback should do the same thing tomorrow because Zach Wilson's not guaranteed going to the Jets, even though everybody's, mock drafting it. Everyone thinks it's 100% done, but it's not done just yet. I just want to mention, if you guys are in the stream for the first time and did not hit that like button, please make sure you do so. We have around 78 likes with 250 people watching. Let's get this over 100 likes. If you guys are enjoying today's stream, I would greatly appreciate that. Also, if you guys want to go subscribe to Ali's YouTube channel and Jack's YouTube channels, that is down below in the description. Help Ali get to 1,000. He's very close. And of course, if you're not subscribed to Jets Media, don't forget to do so. But make sure you run up that thumbs up button so we can get over 100 likes. I would greatly appreciate that, guys. So we got an interesting question from somebody. Hold on, I'm going to find it real quick. Where is it? Where did it go? I don't think I can find it. It was something about Penei Sewell. Yeah, I can't find it. It was something like, oh, wait. Here it is. Penei Sewell is a possible option for the Jets, or are they set on quarterback? Me personally, and I think Ali and Jack would agree on this, I think that they're not drafting Sewell for multiple reasons. I think that he is a left tackle. We have a left tackle, Mekhi Becton. We're not going to want to draft another tackle and move Mekhi to the right side or put Sewell on the right side. I think that'll be a disaster. I like where we're at with the tackle spot with George Fent and Mekhi Becton. So I don't think they're going to get Sewell. If they wanted to trade back or stay put at 2 and not draft a quarterback, I think they should draft somebody else besides him because we have our left tackle, Mekhi Becton. So drafting him would just make it something, I don't know. You can't draft him and put him on the right side. You cannot expect Mekhi to move to the right side. I think they're just not getting him.
I agree.
Yeah.
I think at this point, he's probably going to fall to the Bengals at 5. And I feel like they've had their eyes on him probably anyway. So I think that's a match made in heaven for Sewell.
Yeah. I mean, there's so many like amazing playmakers and defensive players that like you never know what can happen. He can fall like down to 10, 11, 12. I've seen some mock drafts where it makes sense for him to fall all the way down because there's so many good players in this year's draft at the playmaker position. I feel like all of a sudden we're just going to see Devontae Smith, Jamar Chase, Jalen Waddle just go off the board. And then, I don't know. I'm just really excited for this draft already. So are you guys down to do a mock draft?
Yeah, let's get it going. Let's do it.
All right, guys, we're going to open this up to a mock draft. Which one should I do? Pro Football Focus?
Yeah, whatever.
All right, guys, we're going to do this together. We're going to do 3-round mock. 3-round mock, indeed. All right. Hold on one second. All right, we're going to start with the Pro Football Focus one because they have trades, and then we're going to do the Draft Network one later on. All right, you guys can see it?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. All right, guys, here we go. Mock draft. Oh, wait, it's strong for you guys? It's fine. All right, we're going to start it. Oh, wait, what? The hell happened? Why did draft everyone for us? And where's our pick? What the hell? Hold on, guys. Technical difficulties. Why do they skip over?
They don't like us.
I'm confused. All right. Never mind. We're going to do Draft Network.
Damn, yo, this chat is vicious tonight, man.
It's going to be toxic leading up to the draft. It's going to get more toxic and toxic.
Oh, my God. And I can't even go on Twitter anymore. My Twitter.
Honestly, same.
My Twitter days are done.
I just post my story and that's about it. I post my article and that's about it now. I can't do it anymore.
It's definitely a toxic place.
Until after the draft and we know our quarterback.
Nah, Lee, you're going to be on Twitter up until the draft.
Somebody's spamming, haha, y'all didn't get Juju. I think you're the only one that's upset about that. And clearly you're not even a Jets fan, so we're good, man. We appreciate it though.
I think that was just us being frustrated that we haven't signed anyone. That's just literally what it was.
No, I mean I would have loved to sign him,
Juju,
but it just didn't happen. Like, it's not the end of the world. Like, who cares that we didn't get him? Later, JM Beast.
It's whatever, dude.
All right, guys, we're on the clock. Where is available players? All right, so this scenario, I think we're going to do the quarterback scenario first. Who do you guys want?
Just take him.
Just take him.
Kyle Pitts? Is that who? Kyle Pitts at 2, guys?
Go with Trey Lance.
You guys want Trey Lance?
You're going to San Francisco, dude. What are you saying?
All right. Zach Wilson is the next quarterback for the New York Jets. Please don't be trash.
Seriously, man. That's all we can hope for. How many times have we, drafted a freaking quarterback in our lifetimes alone?
Oh, no.
I don't even want to count.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about
I mean,
it.
we got to think about guys like Hackenberg and
Jones is too.
James Morgan as well. You know.
Yeah, no one's talking about it. Maybe James Morgan's the starting quarterback next year, bro.
True.
Like,
Right,
who knows?
right.
Right?
All right, guys,
could
we
be
are here
QB1.
at 23. We got these players available. We got the two of the top running backs, Kwity Paye, edge rusher. We got Jalen Phillips, another edge rusher who is a beast. And there's a lot of edge presence and nice
Greg
corners.
Newsome. Take Greg Newsome.
Yeah, Greg Newsome. Isn't he like the top corner?
I would take him. If he's available, I would take him. Or trade down.
All right, who do you guys want in the chat? Let us know.
Someone's going to say freaking Najee Harris and Travis.
I don't know, man. Javonte Williams?
No.
Greg
Newsome, bro.
I would be happy with Newsome. I would also be happy with any of those three edge rushers in Kwity Paye, Jalen Phillips, and Jason Owe. I would be happy with any of those guys. But really, where's the offensive line at? Are they all gone already?
Let's find out.
Because that's what we need at 23, man. That's what we need at 23. I'll stand by that. I've been saying that for months.
Elijah Vera Tucker went 20th.
Oh, man.
And we're not going to take a tackle, so. Justin Fields fell to 8 to the Panthers.
We might not be able to trade back that 34th pick, man. We might have to go guard at 34, which, I fully welcome, obviously.
All right, I think my gut's telling me Newsome because that's probably the biggest hole in this team is corner.
Take him.
All right, guys. Greg Newsome II. Welcome to the Robert Saleh system. All right, here we go.
Is Davis available? Is my boy Davis available?
Wyatt Davis is available as well as Creed Humphrey. Let's see all the available. Wow, Harris and Etienne still not drafted.
Wow.
Zayvon Collins is intriguing.
I would consider them at 34. Like, I would consider if they dropped. I wouldn't pick them, but I would consider them.
I would trade this pick down right now.
Yeah, I would trade too.
But then our offensive line is shot, dude. Shot.
Yeah, but listen.
Dan Feeney's taking snaps.
Listen, say we trade down and we still can get an offensive lineman. Say we trade down and Wyatt Davis is still there. Just like last year, the second-round pick, we all wanted Denzel Mims. Joe Douglas traded down, got an extra third, and we still got Denzel. You never know. That's what he can do. I feel like it has to be Wyatt Davis. He's that left guard that I think would be next to Mekhi Becton for the future. Or Humphrey. He's more of a center.
Yeah. I go Davis there.
The chat looks like it wants Davis or Harris.
Or, Zayvon Collins is somebody that is intriguing as well because, Robert Saleh is a former linebackers coach, and we know that he's bringing in Jared Davis. But I feel like he's going to, don't be shocked if they draft a linebacker earlier. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to mock draft him here, but don't count out Collins. So we're going to take Wyatt Davis here. I feel like that's the smartest move. We tackled our two biggest needs, corner and interior offensive line.
Got to go grab my phone charger real quick.
Go for it. All right.
Did Harris get picked? Yeah. Travis ends up in Jacksonville, I think.
All right, we're back on the clock. This is who we got so far. All right, so this is where I haven't really done my homework yet, is like the third round. So I got to start doing that so I can be more educated with these players for sure. Anybody that you see, that you know of, Ali? I think another edge would make sense. Who are the running backs available?
I had Joe
Gainwell.
try on. Gainwell is one of the guys, but I think he could slip. But I think Joe Tryon is pretty good pick there at Washington.
Another edge pressure.
Because the thing is, Salah is more of like edge presence and cornerback just doing the job. Like he doesn't need top cornerbacks for his system. So
yeah, and we drafted a cornerback in the first round.
yeah, so I think if anything, they're gonna draft like a cornerback in like the 6th, 7th round, maybe. Like late.
What do you guys think in the chat? Should we get another edge to pair up with Carl Lawson and Jabari Zuniga and all these guys to just beef up this front seven to be the greatest front seven in the history of the NFL?
I could also see a wideout being taken too.
This is round 3 right now.
Yeah, the first pick in round 3.
Yeah.
Or a receiver that we can put in the room with Corey Davis, Denzel, Jamison Crowder, and what's his name? Why did I forget his name? Keelan Cole.
Keelan Cole.
Oh man, it's tough.
I'd rather grab another edge, honestly, than another receiver.
Yeah, Joe Tryon.
But that's just
Joe
me.
Tryon, yeah. I like Joe Tryon.
6'4".
He fits the scheme.
No, he doesn't.
Oh,
It
wait.
says he's a 3-4 fit. I don't know. Do I trust this?
No, he
network?
can be. Look down. It says it could be a 4-3 defensive end.
He has the skill set to be in any scheme. Yeah, it's true. Let's see. People in the chat want to get Bateman. I don't think Bateman's available. Tyron, pick a linebacker. Linebacker is a bigger need, which is very true. I just don't know too much about these linebackers. Oh, this is tough, guys. So, Osai. What do you guys think in the chat? Brown.
Like this is what Joe Douglas has to do, except it has to count. Except it has to count. Except it's real. You
have 10 minutes, and you have 10 minutes to make a pick.
Like, think about how crazy that is. He must lose like 10 pounds on draft night just sweating.
I can't imagine doing this, bro. I'm stressed out right now, and I'm like, I don't know, man. I'm stressed out. All right, Ali, what does your gut say?
I would draft best player available and get outside.
Is our defensive line gonna be too good though? I don't want it to be
disgusting.
Think about it. Last year we used our 3rd round pick. We have 2/3 last year, just like this year. We took Ashton Davis and Jabari Zuniga, just to give a little reference of what type of players that Joe Douglas goes for. So
we gotta rebuild the New York sack exchange, man. We're taking
especially under Salah, but at the same time, is linebacker a bigger need? I think so, man. I really feel I'm scared of this linebacker core.
What if CJ Mosley's a god, though?
Yeah, I said that last year, and he opts out.
I know.
Oh, it's so tough.
You know, I'm not optimistic about CJ at all, so I wouldn't be upset with taking linebacker.
I just don't know these players to be comfortable drafting them. Think about it. Robert Saleh is a former linebackers coach. That's what his bread and butter is when it comes to the defense. We know that he's a dog when it comes to the front seven. Our defensive line is already built like crazy with depth. I mean, I can just name them all right here off the top of my head, and your guys are going to be like, wait, that many players are on the defensive line? Quinnen Williams, Foldy Fatukasi, Jonathan Franklin Myers, Sheldon Rankins, Carl Lawson. That's 5. Jabari Zuniga, Nathan Shepard, Bryce Huff. That's 8. And I'm missing a couple probably. Kyle Phillips, 9. So, how many more players do we need to this defensive line? Who do you think is going to be the starting edge pressure along on the other side of Carl Lawson? I think it might be Jonathan Franklin Myers, also Zuniga.
Who's available on the line?
Offensive line?
Yeah.
Trey Smith. What up, Trey?
No reports found.
Deontay Brown. I feel like I've heard his name. Yeah, he's from Bama. I feel like we're going to beef up the offensive line in this year's draft. And we already got Wyatt Davis.
Nope.
Oh, man. Guys,
I'd go lineman. I'll pick a lineman.
Like, we need to beef up this offensive line. We just drafted a rookie. Are we going to let him go into the same situation that Sam Darnold was in and ruin his life?
Wait, go back to Quinn Miners. Click on him for a sec. All right. I thought that said 6'7". I read it. I read it wrong though.
Yeah.
Because seven was above it. I'm like, if that guy's 6'7", you're taking him and you're putting him right next to Mekhi Becton.
Yeah, man. I think I'm going Joe Douglas mindset. He did not tackle the offensive line at all at free agency.
I'll take Trey Smith.
I think that he's going deep into this draft with a lot. And I feel like he's going to trade down like 3 different times and get so many picks and just stock up on offensive linemen. Is it Ben from Cleveland? Is it Deontay Brown? Is it Trey Smith?
It is Trey Smith.
A 6'5.5", 331-pound.
It's a beast.
No analyst on him though. I don't like that.
A lot of people are saying Trey Smith in the chat though.
All right, guys, we're gonna do this collectively. Trey Smith, we're gonna put him at right guard. Wyatt Davis at left guard. So our offensive line is gonna be Mekhi Becton, Wyatt Davis, Connor McGovern, Trey Smith, George Fant. 2 rookies.
Nice. It's a good start, man. It's a good start.
The Washington football team.
Like, we have 2/3 and 2 firsts. Thank you, Seattle, bro. And Jamal Adams. Appreciate that.
Jamal.
All right, guys. So we're doing a 3-round mock. So this is the last pick of this mock.
Get a wide out. Get some weapons for
De'Ami Brown's still available. Yeah, I think it might have to be receiver.
Get a wide out.
What do you guys think in the chat?
Yeah, I think a receiver's a good move.
Definitely need to pair a rookie receiver with this core. Guys, I like our receiving core right now. Like, add a rookie to that bunch. Like, listen, Corey Davis, Denzel, Jamison Crowder, and Keelan Cole. Those are nice 4 receivers. You add a rookie to the bunch. Let's see it.
Facts.
Everyone wants him in the chat.
Amon-Ra. That's a fire name. Wait, his last name is St. Brown. Is he related to Equanimous St. Brown? From the Packers? Because if that's the case, we need him.
So I think it might have to be Brown here. He's a top 3 receiver that plays from both the slot and out wide, so he's more versatile. I think Brown's the pick. You guys down?
Yes.
Yeah,
for sure.
But you can't go wrong. Like, Tylan Wallace, I heard, is a beast. It's tough, guys. Brown, it is.
Like, there's a lot of receiver talent in this draft, man.
Yeah, I love it.
It's we're definitely gonna take a receiver for sure.
We better. All right, so that does it for the 3-round mock. Let's see how it went for us. All right, so we got Zach Wilson, Greg Newsome II, Wyatt Davis, Trey Smith, De'Ami Brown. So what do you guys think of this? If this is our mock, or say this is our draft, how do you guys feel? Well, the first 3 rounds. Obviously, there's way more to go, but I'm not doing it.
I feel great because if we're going to draft a quarterback, then we need to be smart enough to protect him. So I see that we take Zach Wilson, then boom, we use 2 early draft picks to not super early, but within the first 3 rounds to beef up that offensive line and protect Zach Wilson. So yeah, I like that a lot. And we grab one of the best corners coming out of college as well. I think this is really going to be a draft where we attack our biggest weaknesses because we have the ability to do that. So I would be thrilled if this was our draft.
How about you, Ali? What are your thoughts on our 3-round mock draft?
Yeah, we pretty much got whatever we need. Our needs were. I mean, I wish we got an edge presence, but I think we did a lot of that work in free agency. I do think in the later rounds there probably will go edge and linebacker because I am kind of skeptical about linebackers right now at that position. But obviously you got to protect your young quarterback, and that's the most important thing right now. The defense always does something spectacular, especially on the Jets. So the offense, finally the Jets are looking at the offense, and that's what they should do in this draft. And because I feel like they focus too much on the defense in free agency. So, I mean, in the draft, you should surround your guy with great talent. And I really like Davis. I really like Newsome for the cornerback. Obviously, Zach Wilson is phenomenal. I really like the Diami Brown pick, getting a wide receiver out there. So, yeah, I feel like this is an A draft.
Facts, man. And somebody in the chat just reminded me when I listed all of our defensive linemen, I forgot about Vinny Curry. That's just another guy who's going to be a veteran edge presence. And I love that signing about Vinny Curry because he's going to be the Steve McClendon guy. That's how I kind of look at him. Like, we got that veteran presence in the locker room, Super Bowl champion with Joe Douglas. So Vinny Curry, shout out to you. So it seems like everybody in the chat are sold on it. Someone's comparing Brown to DK Metcalf. What do you guys want us to do next? Do you guys want us to do another mock draft, or let us know? We'll open this up.
I think we should run back another mock draft, but just bang it out real quick and just switch it up.
I'm down to do a 7-round mock draft, even though we don't know all the players. We'll just do positions.
Yeah.
All right. I'm just gonna quickly. I'm gonna quickly change the battery on my camera.
Gang.
It's going to die. All right, guys. We're gonna do a full 7-round mock. So buckle up.
Yeah, strap in, guys. This is gonna get intense. A lot of names that we're gonna be like, yeah, I don't know who you are, but you play a position that we need. So, welcome. And yeah, I can't believe we forgot about Vinny Curry, man. That's our defensive line is stacked.
I know, man. It gets me so pumped up.
You said this recently, Rich, and I agree with you. We're like cornerbacks away from being a really good defense, at least on paper.
Facts.
especially with the defensive scheme we're going to be running, where I don't like when people say, "Oh, well, in this system, like, you don't need good cornerbacks." Every team needs, you can't succeed with absolute scrubs out there at cornerback. I mean, look what happens with us last year. But, with the amount of pressure that we're going to be bringing, you see how they've been attacking this defensive front in free agency. I do believe that it is going to take a little bit of weight off of the secondary's shoulders. So
yeah, man. I agree.
Our defense is about to be scary, man, under Coach Saleh. It's about to be sick.
We're cornerbacks away, guys. Cornerbacks away. All right, guys. So this is the first 7-round mock draft we're ever going to do. Well, the first one, right? Shout out to everybody in the chat. Hope you guys are enjoying. If you guys want to see more mock drafts, smash that thumbs up button. We'll try to do more of these because this is draft season officially. It's officially official. Draft season is upon us, everybody. All right, so in this one, should we stick with Zach Wilson or should we take a new quarterback or what? Curious to see everyone's rankings real quick. Okay, interesting rankings. Interesting.
Should we do a trade?
I think you need a subscription with this network. Yeah, exclusive for premium.
If you want to do a trade, let's do the other website if you want to do trades.
Yeah, it didn't work. All right, so this one, we're going to take Justin Fields since last time we took Zach Wilson.
All right, let's do it.
All right, everybody in the chat that's going to freak out about we're not taking Zach Wilson, relax. We took Zach Wilson in the other draft, so now we're switching it up, guys. All right.
Let's go, man.
Relax.
4-3-5.
Relax.
75-yard bombs down the field.
And San Francisco gets Zach Wilson and he becomes an elite quarterback and wins the Super Bowl.
Sam Darnold goes to the Saints and wins the Super Bowl as well. Guys, everyone's freaking out. We're taking Justin Fields because we took Zach Wilson in the first one. We're keeping our eyes open. Ooh, look who fell to us.
Yeah.
Hey, AVV.
Let's go.
AVV. All right, guys.
That's my man.
Bring him in.
I think this is
It's not even a question. Bring him on.
AVV.
We got
AVT.
We got
Sorry.
7 rounds to get through, man. Bring him on.
Yeah, it's done. Elijah Vera Tucker, welcome to the squad. AVT.
I might have to get his jersey, honestly. Not gonna lie.
We didn't draft him in real life yet, Ali. Relax.
When he gets drafted.
You're not going to get Mekhi Becton's jersey, but you're going to get him? All right, we're back.
I'm not a jerseys guy, though. So.
I'm just kidding. So,
we're back, baby.
wow.
And now
Jalen Phillips is available, though.
Yeah.
Oh. That would be sick. Kadarius Toney, though. Oh.
Check the cornerback situation, though. You got to.
Asante Samuel. Tough, guys. What do you think?
Go edge, bro. Go edge. Go edge. Go edge. Go edge.
Let's see linebackers. Baron Browning, what up? I don't know who you are.
Go edge. Go edge. Go edge.
I don't know, guys. The edge is calling our name. What do you guys think?
Let's see what cornerbacks are available at our next pick.
Yeah, I don't think there's any good corners available.
Yeah, no corner right now.
What do you guys think in the chat? Let us know.
Edge, baby. Edge.
Is it Phillips? Isn't this a guy that ran like a 4 like something that was ridiculous? Or is it Kadarius Toney, who's like a joystick?
I wouldn't be opposed to Kadarius Toney, but I feel like
it's a little too early for one
because we got 2 receivers in free agency.
Yeah.
I go Phillips, bro.
Yeah.
Bring him in.
We're just building the craziest defensive front ever. Jalen Phillips.
Yes.
Welcome to the
yes. Squad. Yes. I mean, Robert Saleh had, Nick Bosa and company to work with. So we got to hook him up. Phillips, baby. Great pick. I would be ecstatic if these were our first 3 picks.
All right, we're back on the clock. I'm available right here. Richie, what up, Richie Grant?
Dwayne Eskridge. Wide out.
Pete Werner.
Pete Werner.
Is that the next Luke Kuechly, though?
No.
We could go Kyle Trask if we want to get our backup for Justin Fields.
Right.
I don't know, guys. What do you guys thinking in the chat? We got it. So far, this is who we have. Is it a receiver now? It might be a corner. Who the corner?
Yeah, we got to take a look at the corners.
Ooh, the Cuse product. My Syracuse bias might get him. Can anybody attempt to say this name?
Ifeatu Melifonwu.
There we go. Do you guys like any? I know Tyson Campbell.
Tyson Campbell's good too.
Yeah, I think Tyson Campbell might be it. Big-bodied corner, starting outside only, alongside Bryce Hall, Bless Austin, and company.
What
do you guys think?
What's the deal with Poole?
He's still a free agent.
They should bring him back.
All right, I'm taking Campbell.
Good pick.
Where'd I went to the Broncos?
Let's go, Richie.
All right,
All
our
right.
second, third round pick.
Go to my picks just so we can see who we have on the left hand side. All right, so we got our QB, we got our lineman, we've assembled the craziest defensive line in modern history, and
Should we get another guard?
got a cornerback.
I would go wideout or
Quinn
running back.
Miners, bro. We keep coming back to Quinn Miners. It might be meant to be.
Trey Smith's still here. Trey Smith and AVT? Oh.
Maybe.
Could be. Receivers available. They're shrinking. I think it has to be guard, bro. We got to build this interior offensive line. I have the Joe Douglas mindset. I think it's Trey Smith again.
I'm with it, man. Pull the trigger.
There's so many people available, though. It's so hard. Let's just look at it again. So there's a lot of good receivers available. I'm going my gut with Trey.
Do it.
All right. So that's their first 3 rounds right here.
Now do we look at a linebacker maybe?
Yeah, or receiver.
True.
All right, we're on the clock.
I feel like I've heard of that guy, Felton.
Me too. He's like a slot receiver, 5'8.5". Yeah, he's more of a slot guy, speedy. Gainwell.
He's still available?
Gainwell's still there.
I'll take him. A heartbeat.
I mean, running back is definitely, for people tuning in, wondering why we took Justin Fields at 2. It's because we did a mock draft before this one, and we took Zach Wilson in that first mock draft. So this one we want to switch it up and take Justin Fields, just, switch around the quarterback. So those curious why we took Justin Fields, that's the reason. We want to weigh both scenarios. Would you guys want Gainwell? Because I think running back is a big question mark for this team.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
5'11".
You take him.
He was a beast.
Is my boy Jared Patterson still
He's a
available?
scheme fit, wide zone, spread offense. That's us.
That's him. He's great. He's great catching the
Taking
ball, blocking. It's everything.
All right, I like that. If we're gonna go running back, that's where that's around where I'd want to start to look at the position.
Yeah, just like last year, we took Pirine in the 4th. All right, now it might be linebacker or receiver.
What about a defensive tackle? Just keep adding bodies.
I wouldn't count it out, honestly. All right, we're approaching our 5th round pick. Here we go. So do we go linebacker or wide receiver here? I feel like those are the 2 positions we should tackle.
Which linebackers are available?
Tony Fields the second, Cousins with Justin Fields.
Bring him in.
Joshua Ross, Justin Hillard. See the receivers.
Yeah, this is where I start to know absolutely no one.
Yeah. All right, guys. Everybody in the chat, help us out. Who should we take at receiver in round 5?
Why don't you we'll just settle on the position.
Sage Surratt.
We'll settle on the position and then take the highest ranked guy, because we don't know any of these names at this point.
Is Monty Rice available? The linebacker.
No.
He's gone. That's unfortunate.
I don't know where he went, but is it Sage?
Yeah, I kind of like him.
Seth Williams, I know of. He's more of a speed guy.
I think Sage kind of fits the scheme. That's what I've heard. I don't know much about him, but I think he fits the scheme.
Yeah, he's a West Coast.
Yeah.
All right, we're taking him.
Sage.
My guy from Wake Forest.
Welcome, Sage.
Oh, we got another 5th round pick. Here we might have to go. What about tight end? That's a position that we need to draft.
Did we get a linebacker or no?
No.
No, we didn't get a linebacker.
This is why it's so tough, guys. Holy shit. Do you guys think we should take a linebacker here? We have not taken a linebacker yet.
Yeah, we can go linebacker.
This is a weak side linebacker and attacking 4-2-5. Yeah, we definitely need a linebacker. Like, I want a rookie under Robert Saleh's wing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which linebacker would you guys want? Let us know. Which linebacker would you guys want? Anybody? All right, I might have to take the Tony Fields a second. Taking him.
I think it's Tony, man. Welcome, Tony.
Welcome, Tony. Appreciate you, Tony. All right, we're approaching our 6th round pick. Or do we have 2 5ths? Yeah, I think we have 2 5ths. Yeah. Oh, no, I'm wrong. This is our 6th.
The last pick, yeah.
All right, guys, we're approaching the end. Is the last pick tight end?
We got to start thinking kicker, man.
It could be a kicker.
Or fullback.
Is there even a kicker icon? There's no kicker position here. What the hell? Wow, it looks like why are they all receivers? Could be tight end. Pro Wells.
I mean, his name is Pro.
6'4" beast, 250. Wow, this might be
6'4", 250. His name is Pro.
His name is Pro.
Bring him on.
Well, guys,
welcome to Team Saleh, Pro.
Or say we can get, even though we drafted Justin Fields, but we can get, Zach Wilson's tight end if we took Zach Wilson. Familiar face. I think Pro Wells is the guy. All right, guys, I think that's all the picks we have. Expect Joe Douglas to be trading down a lot, though. So we're going to have more picks than just these. So this is our draft, our first 7-round mock. What do you guys think?
I like it.
I like it a lot, man. I think Gainwell might be the sleeper pick there.
Yeah. We got a running back late.
in my mock draft, I had him for pick 86. So, I mean, he's slipping.
So we got our quarterback. We got our nice guard. We got another edge presence alongside Carl Lawson in the bunch. We got our corner. We got another guard. We got a running back. We got a receiver to learn behind our young core. We got a linebacker to go under Salah's wing. And we got a tight end to learn behind Chris Herndon, Tyler Croft, and Ryan Griffin. All right, we're waiting for this. There we go. What's going on? Why is there an ad in my face at all times? Get away from me, ad.
Everybody's trying to sell you something at all times.
I'm trying to see my results, bro. Oh my god. All right, guys, let's watch this guy run real quick.
Oh, that's wow.
Sorry, not meaning to do this, but they have to. They got to
They should
make their
pay us.
money.
They should pay us.
Yeah, Nordic Track gets a free plug.
All
Pay
right,
us.
this is the official result. Let me know what you guys think.
I like it, man. I really like it. That defensive line. Woo!
If Jalen Phillips falls the second round, I don't know, man. If I had to guess, I think Joe Douglas is trading down in the 34 or 23 for sure, especially if he stays at 2 and picks a quarterback. So, hey, this is our draft, but this is also your guys' draft in the live chat because we took your opinions. So let us know what you guys grade it. We got some people saying they like the Justin Fields pick. All right, so that was our draft. If you guys want us to answer any of your questions before we finish off today's stream, feel free to do so. This was a fun little mock draft. We got a lot of stuff coming up on this channel in the future. We got our boy Quinnen with us. What up, Q?
What up? What up with it?
Woo!
A lot of people beefing in the chat tonight.
Oh yeah, I mean, whenever there's Jets fans, there's going to be beef because there's going to be people saying, "I want this player or that player." You're like, "No, that player sucks." Well, this was a very fun, interesting live stream. I feel like we've gone through everything. If you guys want us to go any other topic before we end it, feel free to do so. If not, we're probably going to finish it off here. This is a good one.
You guys think we're going to beat the Eagles?
Let's go.
We got a record prediction. Now a record prediction has to be 17 games. So, you know, I said this. I can't give a record prediction until I know who my quarterback is. If it's, you know, if it's a rookie or if it's Sam or if it's, I don't know who it is. I will say this, though. This Jets team has an opportunity to be one of the most improved teams next year. And that's easy to do when you're 2-14 and you were that bad last year. You're literally in the basement. But we're about to be like, if you look at the draft capital and you saw the draft picks we have and the people we brought in free agency, a lot of people love what the Jets are doing. In free agency, we brought in a lot of guys that in well-needed positions. The only position we did not tackle are the cornerbacks and the interior offensive line. We got our edge presence in Carl Lawson. We got a true number one receiver in Corey Davis. Now in the draft, we have so much capital without doing trades. So say we draft a rookie quarterback, say we get Zach Wilson, and then at 23, we trade that back for more picks, and then we draft at 27. And then at 34, we trade back again, we get more picks. Like, that's what I think is going to happen. And I think we're just going to supplement this roster. We're going to go heavy interior offensive linemen, heavy cornerbacks. We're going to get another edge. We're going to get a running back. We're going to get another receiver. Oh, man. It's going to be a fun time.
You know what I just realized in my head? You can no longer go 500. You either have a winning season or a losing season.
Yeah.
That's pretty nuts.
Unless you're 8-8-1 or something.
Yeah. But that's very interesting to think about, you know?
I feel like we better win that last game. So whatever our record is going into week 17, is it 8-8? Is it 7-9? Is it 16-0? You know what I mean? Oh man.
I think a realistic prediction for the Jets next year, regardless of who's at quarterback, is maybe like 7-10. 7-10. Yeah, 7-10, even 8-9, or even
Should we
6
go?
or even 6-11.
Yeah, I feel like it's so hard. Like we want to be optimistic and say,
I know, but how can we?
Exactly. I just really have a feeling this team is going to be so much more improved, and the only thing we can hope, whoever we bring in as players in the draft in the quarterback position, let's just hope that this coaching staff, after the season's over, we can all look at each other and say, we made the right hire. Robert Saleh is the guy. Mike LaFleur is the guy. Jeff Ulbrich is a beast calling plays on defense. Let's just hope that's the case, because coaching matters. And I know I always bring up my Knicks, but it's crazy what's going on with their coaching staff. They're a farm now of coaching staff. Three assistants were looking to get head coaching jobs in college, and Mike Woodson left today. Shout out to Woody, former New York Knicks head coach, and now he got a head coaching job in his former college team, the Hoosiers, Indiana, and Johnny Bryant and Kenny Payne, 2 assistants, were looking to get head coaching jobs, but they decided to stay with the Knicks. If that happens with the Jets, like say next year, we got assistant coaches getting head coaching gigs somewhere else, that is a good thing. And that's what I'm connecting it to the Knicks, because I never in a million years would have thought that assistant coaches for the New York Knicks would ever get head coaching jobs anywhere in college or the NBA. And that's what's happening. So we should hope that that's the case, because it's a good sign if your assistant coaches are getting interested jobs somewhere else. So if Mike LaFleur gets a head coaching job 2 or 3 years down the line, that means we're a top 5, top 10 offense in the NFL. You know what I mean?
Absolutely, man.
Jeff Ulbrich gets a head coaching job, our defense is studs. And the best part about this is Robert Saleh. I'm pretty sure I saw a report somewhere where Joe Douglas and the Johnsons asked Saleh his vision. How can you keep continuity within the Jets offense? Like say like Mike LaFleur does leave, he gets a head coaching job. Who's going to step in? And I feel like his answer was, we got, Greg Knapp. He can step in eventually. Calabrese, that guy, he feel like he can be an offensive quarterback in the future. So you never know what they're going to do with that, but that's thinking way too much in the future. So that really does it for this episode of our live stream here on this channel every single Monday, New York Draft Buzz. We got one more live donation actually to get to before we finish it off from Mr. D. Thank you, Mr. D. Hey guys, make prediction with Sam Darnold at quarterback, then do any other quarterback. Okay, we can do that. So Jack, what's your prediction if the Jets keep Sam Darnold as the quarterback and they trade down?
I don't think it's going to be I don't know. That's a good question.
15-3.
That's a really good question. Yeah, I mean, I guess I would say
15-2. That would be.
I don't know.
Ali, do you have an idea?
That's so hard, man.
Sam Darnold at quarterback. We trade down.
Probably 9 wins.
It's so hard.
9 wins, maybe.
That's a good season. 9-8.
Honestly, the worst he can go is probably like 3-4 wins. The best he can go is 9-10 wins. That's it.
I think he can get to 10 wins because of the 17-game season. But it's tough, guys. All right, so Sam Darnold, if he's the quarterback, we're going 9-8. Just because he's experienced. Oh, he sucks, dude. Sam's terrible. Okay, guys. Cool. Like, Sam understands how to play the game of football. He was a winning quarterback in his sophomore season under Gase, but we know what happened in year 3. We're not going to get into that. Yeah, we're being overly optimistic because why not? Okay. All right, with a rookie quarterback, what do the Jets go, Ali?
Well, that's tough. I don't think we're going to be a completely winning football team. I would probably say 8-9. I think that would be a solid record for a rookie quarterback to come in and be 8-9. And then the following year, then there'll be expectations to get 10 to 11 wins. So I would say 7 to 9 wins. 9 wins will be the ceiling, and 7 wins should be the
So you would say the
low.
same amount of wins with Sam or with a rookie?
Yep. I just trust this coaching staff 100%.
Yeah. How about you, Jack?
Yeah, I agree with what Ali just said. I trust the coaching staff to I don't think it's going to be that hard at all to improve on the team that Adam Gase was running last year. So I honestly think it's a given that we're going to win at least 3 games this season. We're at least going to do better than we did last year.
We got an extra game to get over that 2-win hump.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I think that if a rookie comes in here, I think the 7 to 9 win window is pretty good, very good.
Down to not finish last in the division.
If we go 9-8, that would be great. 10-7, I would be ecstatic, but that's hard to do, man. So we'll see. I don't know.
10-7, it doesn't sound as good as 10-6. You know what I mean? Like 9-8 doesn't sound as good as 9-7.
Sounds trash.
Hey, if we can go 9 wins is what we were looking for this year. Should we expect 9 wins? No, because we're coming off a 2-14 season. But at the same time, we're going to have a completely different roster with a completely different coaching staff. But if we can get 9 wins, Jets fans should throw a parade. Just like Knicks fans are parading the streets of being, competent again, and everyone's roasting us because of it. Jets fans, let's do it again. I don't care. You know what I mean?
We have to find ways to win close games. We need to be able to finish games, and a lot of that does come from special teams. So
Yeah.
if we can nail a kicker down who's going to be consistent, and we can win some close games, you don't need to blow somebody out to get a game in the win column, so we just need to finish games.
I feel like this season and this coaching staff, they're going to go out there like those pesky defensive grungy games that goes down to the wire, like low scoring, like 17-14 wins.
That's what I'm saying. Like we need to figure out how to win those games, you know? Because I don't think at this point we'll see how our offense looks this year because it's going to be totally different with a totally different scheme. But I don't think as of right now we're a roster that's going to compete with the Kansas City Chiefs in a shootout, So I think we are going to get a lot of our wins in those defensive, lower scoring, gritty games. We just got to learn how to win those games and finish games.
I mean, one thing is that the coaching staff that's coming in, they're really familiar with each other. They know they're coming. Literally, San Francisco's coaching staff came to New York, so there's not like new stuff that's going on. They all know what to do and they know what to like. It's not like we're starting completely refreshed. Like they'll be ready to go week 1. So I feel like that's a really good plus for the Jets because he was able to get so many San Francisco coaches to come and coach this team. So I think in that case, I think that's pretty good for us, especially the big guns, especially with the offensive coordinator. That's a really good connection right there. So obviously, there's going to be a little bit of learning curves, but I think for the most part, for a whole new coaching staff coming in, I think we're in a pretty good spot. But we're not ready for the playoffs or anything like that. It's going to take a year or two at least.
We're coming for the division in 2022. You heard it here first. So, yeah, that's going to do it for today's stream, unless you guys want to ask us any other questions. But we're running out of things to talk about. We got into a lot. We did a full 7-round mock draft. We did a 3-round mock draft. We gave our thoughts on the whole Zach Wilson pro day. We talked about the whole report that Sam Darnold might be still on the roster with a rookie quarterback. There's a lot of things, that we got into in this. So if you guys missed it, go check it out earlier on in the stream. And if you guys are interested in checking out our new video on Touchdown Kingdom, that's down below in the description. We've ranked our top 5 quarterbacks in this year's 2021 NFL Draft. Our next mock draft on the channel will be coming out in the next couple of weeks, and our top 5 position groups will be coming out as well. So we got a lot of things going on Touchdown Kingdom for all the latest NFL news and content. So yeah, that does it for this. You guys want to say anything before we finish off, where we can find you guys? Ali?
You can actually follow me, subscribe to me on YouTube on official Royal NY Jet fans. I am almost close to 1K subscribers. I think I'm 15 away, something like that. So please hit the I think the link is in the bio.
Yeah.
So you can subscribe. That's awesome. I'm posting videos now constantly, so please subscribe there. Obviously, you can follow me on Loyal NY Jet fans on Instagram and Twitter. And see you guys next week.
How about you, Jack?
Yeah. Follow me on Instagram, please, at Jack McGalley Music. It's right there on the screen in front of you. I would really appreciate that. You can also find me on Twitter at Jack_NY Jets. And yeah, looking forward to next week already. Really enjoyed tonight's stream. There was a lot of debates, and there will continue to be a lot of debates for the next month. I think the draft is, what's today, the 29th? Yeah, so the draft is officially 1 month away. So everybody get ready for a toxic month. I won't be on Twitter that much, but follow me anyway. And I appreciate it as always. Thank you guys for hanging out, and peace. That's it from me.
Facts. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and shout out to everybody that was here from the beginning, tuning in for 2 straight hours. That was awesome. If you guys enjoyed the stream, don't forget to smash that thumbs up button. We greatly appreciate that. Stay tuned for more Jets content, and we'll catch you guys on our episode next week. Peace out.